Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, chat? As I was saying, welcome to the Super Sunday Show, live from Manchester Airport, from a very, very busy Runway Visitor Park. We'll show you why in a moment. An awesome event going on. But just in time for the first time on our Super Sunday Show, we're catching the Emirates 777 on the departure, which will be nice to see. And my name's Martin. If you're just tuning in, hello, welcome. Up on the roof we have Mr. Andy B, and we also have Matt Smith with us today. However, Matt seems to be surrounded by gremlins today, guys, so we'll do our best to bring you some pictures from Matt. There's a quick one while it's on. Can you hear me now, Matt?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Can hear you, good.
Welcome to the Super Sunday Show, folks. Kicking off already, we've got the Emirates A380. Wait, looks a little bit different today. But first of all, before that, we've got the Gulf Air Dreamliner going out on Gulf Flight 4 to Bahrain as well. How's everyone doing today? The weather is glorious, and there's a bit of an event going on here at the Runway Visitor Park as well.
Show that Jag, Andy. Second one in. That is the one right there.
That's yours.
That's mine.
That's yours.
That's mine.
Where's mine?
I said to the guy as I was coming in, I said, it's a supercar event on. And he said, yeah. He said, all right. Would have brought my Ferrari if I'd known.
Still parked up there.
All McLaren's here, yeah. We're keeping an eye on it, Matty.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, make sure no one scratches it. So yeah, there's a lot going on here at the RVP today. Thank you very much for tuning in, folks, if you are just here. Hope you're having a great weekend so far.
Yes.
And Lufthansa A321 just arriving in from Frankfurt. But as is always the case with Manchester Airport, whenever there's more than 10 people in the same place, the internet is not great, guys. So we will do our best to keep the show together for you today. However, if you do notice a few gremlins here and there, just roll with it, guys. Don't panic. We'll get it sorted one way or the other.
Yeah, we've been doing this for 5 years, and it seems like the internet here at Manchester Airport hasn't really improved that much in the sort of 5 years. You know, I've been to airports around the world. I'm sure even Lanzarote has 5G coverage these days.
Yeah.
And although there's like speculation as to whether 5G is even safe around an airport, we've actually covered that in a YouTube video over on the Airliners Lounge channel. You can go and check that out. Down to also, is airplane mode still important? But here at Manchester Airport, I mean, we're kind of in the countryside, right? I mean, you guys see it on the live streams anyway. Surrounding us is just fields, you know, farms, and kind of, there's no real big towns. There is Wythenshawe right there. But, you know, this is kind of the border of the green belt, I suppose you could say. There does seem to be pockets of 5G here, but, I mean, as with 5G in general, it's just not very reliable. Yeah. I don't feel like 5G is that much quicker.
I think the main issue around the airport is just the 4G. It's so unstable.
Yeah.
And as I'm sure you guys are aware, if you do watch other content creators around Manchester Airport, it's not just us.
Oh, yes.
It happens to everybody, and we make the best of it. But all I'll ask, guys, a little note from us. Don't worry, we know we are late, guys. We don't need you to tell us in the chat. We know we're late. We've been here since about 9:15 today, so yeah, we are aware that we are 5 minutes late. So please don't spam it in the chat, because the mods will just time you out, guys. But arriving is the KLM E2. Very nice looking plane in from Amsterdam.
Great catch.
And Malky, thank you very much for gifting an Airliners Live membership to the community. Really appreciate that.
Thank you,
very
Malky.
much. Yes, we are expecting thunderstorms this afternoon. That is correct.
I think a couple of regions in the north of England had them last night as well.
Well, we had a bit of one last night. I don't know if you did.
We had a little bit of thunder, but...
A little bit, mate. There was bits and bobs quite loud.
Yeah.
And then we was in the kitchen doing the dishwasher, me and Jen. And all of a sudden there was this flash and we were like, all right. And then next thing, 2 seconds later, it went bang! Like, shook the walls of the house. It was so loud. And I was like, what? And the cats just legged it out of the room. And mate, that was the loudest one I've heard in a while.
Yeah.
And then after that, just back to basics, nothing again. Hey Melissa, hope you're doing well. And this morning when I got up, got out of bed, Jen was still in bed, and I was like, do I have shorts? Do I not have shorts? What do we go for today? And I took my trousers out, and then I went, you know what, let me just risk it for some shorts.
Yeah.
Put the shorts on, and mate, the sun has just come out at the RVP, and it's absolutely roasting here now.
It all makes sense.
So I'm so glad we went for that one.
So the A380 looking a little bit smaller today. That's weird. I think what's happened is they've removed the top deck and split it into 2 different planes, I think. It's almost like a convertible.
This guy's jokes this morning. This is just not it.
I'm waiting for the comments of that's not an A380.
He's on the wind up this morning.
I am. I've not had much sleep last night.
He's already started on the task guy. Now he's started on UChat.
The problem with having a small child in the house is even if you have trouble sleeping, they'll still wake up at stupid o'clock in the morning, and yeah, a lot of coffees sort you out though.
Not me. They don't work on me, coffee.
Oh yeah, I think if you have enough of them, it does.
Yeah, well, not getting a shout out as well.
Please mute Andy. I am on the wind up.
We seem to have stabilised Matthew. That's good news.
Hype. Brilliant, mate. Nice
hoping we can keep you rocking and rolling today. We don't have to come and get you too. Oh,
excellent.
Maybe I spoke too soon. Oh, yeah, I spoke a little bit too soon. There we go.
Don't jinx it.
I'll shut up.
Charlie in the chat asking how come it's not the A380. So it seems like I reckon it's synonymous with Birmingham Airport. They play a role here because Birmingham recently reintroduced their Emirates A380 service. I think it's daily over there now, which obviously kind of alleviates some of the capacity requirements here for Emirates at Manchester Airport, because Birmingham's only like an hour drive away. So obviously with the passengers using Birmingham more, maybe the demand is not quite there for the 3 times A380s at the moment over for Emirates. I personally think it's a good thing, especially for photographers and spotters here at Manchester Airport, because it means we get 2 different airframes from Emirates per day, rather than just the one.
Yeah, it's nice to see a triple from Emirates, absolutely.
Yeah, so Rocket a 777-300.
I gave you them keys, didn't I? The task key.
I think so, maybe. I might just put them in the bag.
Cool. CJ2 Cessna. I've been enjoying flying the CJ4 recently on Microsoft Flight Sim, the working title mod. Been doing quite a few flights in it actually. Really been enjoying it.
Nice.
I did try and fly the ATR yesterday, and that is not it, guys. It is not fun.
Still.
In the slightest. No, it's an absolute mess. It is not good at all. Owen Flemmo, thank you very much for gifting an Airliners Live membership. Appreciate it, mate.
Cheers, Owen.
Good to have you on the other week.
Yeah, it was good, that.
You legend.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a shame really about the ATR because it's a plane that I really want to like. I was saying to John yesterday, it's a plane I really want to get stuck into and enjoy in the sim, but it's definitely got some quirky little bits and bobs with it. I don't know if anyone on Twitch flies the ATR a lot. If you do, let me know in the chat. That gifted membership from Owen is an apology for him swearing on the Wednesday show. I actually looked back on it, Owen, and it's not as bad as we thought. So in our ears, we heard Owen swear during the Wednesday show really clear. But then when we watched it back, the plane kind of masked it, so it was kind of all right. I think we got away with it.
But then we continued to talk about it after, so... We got the Gulf Air Dreamliner.
I mean, you can't not apologise. Like, just you don't know if it was heard or not, can you? So
yeah,
you do have to at least apologise for Owen Flemo's potty mouth. But I agree, you are a legend. I agree with that.
I agree with that part of the sentence.
Here we go, Gulf Air on the roll, and I've been flying the Dreamy as well in the sim, which has been really good fun.
Nice.
Are you prepared for the task fair, guys? I think we're pretty much prepared.
Like, yeah, on course.
So.
Like, everything's looking good.
Yeah, I think we're doing okay.
But the question is, folks, are you prepared for the task fair? Who in the chat's ready?
Are you prepared, Matty?
Just about prepared, mate. I'm more prepared probably than you lot are. That's a fact.
I think we kind of got it sorted last week, to be honest. We got the merch order in so that everyone's got plenty of merch if anyone wants to get any. We've obviously got all the existing merch that we've got already as well.
I suppose it's one of them situations where you can never be fully prepared, but you can just do as much as you can. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's it. And we just, you know how we are, guys. We make it work one way or the other.
I am excited for the event in general, though. Just being there and meeting people and seeing all the other stands. It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, it is. Doc Finley, thank you very much for using your Twitch Prime on the channel for 28 months in a row.
Whoa, 28 months?
That is a long time. Thank you very, very much, dude. And Sasha, thank you very much for the £10 donation coming into the channel saying, good morning, Martin, Andy and Matt. Weather looks lovely over there. You make me laugh lots. Best channel ever. Thank you very much, Sasha. Really appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Thanks for supporting the channel with a donation as well. But yeah, so I nearly did say the name of it a minute ago, but I've corrected myself. Project Net is is making good progress for the task fair.
Yeah.
We had a bit of a chat, or I had a bit of a chat over the weekend with developer Zach, and he's confident we're going to have a kind of like a sandbox version working for the task event. So it's not going to be the live version. You're not going to be able to sign up at the event, but we're going to be able to tell you all about it and show you everything about it and stuff like that. There's a bit of a sandbox version going to be ready for that. And everyone else has been working very, very hard, me, Owen and Andy, on the behind-the-scenes stuff for that as well, which should progress it to be hopefully fully released in the next 2 months. We will see. But if you want to know what that is, make sure you come down to the task fair. Chrissy B, thank you very, very much for the 10 months of Airliners Live membership, saying 10 months already. Can't wait to see you all at the task fair. Thank you very much, Chrissy.
Thank you, Chrissy.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, and to be fair, so next Sunday, the live show might be from a different location, folks. This is probably going to be the last Super Sunday show as we know it until the task fair. The Wednesday show should just be as normal this week. and the Sunday show will probably be the same times, but probably a different location, maybe here at Manchester Airport. We haven't quite finalised the plans yet.
Yeah.
And
then the Sunday after the task fair, we're off. So for the next 2 weeks following today, so next Sunday and the Sunday after, the first Super Sunday show will be slightly different, and the second Sunday show, there will not be a show that second Sunday, the day after the task fair.
And I did see a couple of people in the chat saying that they'll be there at the task fair. A couple of
Awesome.
very, very cool, familiar names in the chat. I'm super hyped.
Oh yeah, I'll say the name, Owen. Definitely not you, mate.
Yeah, who's going to say it?
Gref88, thank you very much for using your Twitch Prime on the channel. Appreciate that.
Is that the real reason why you don't want to be on the next show? Whiskey India, the reg on this EasyJet A380, heading off to Munich in Germany. One of the hubs of Lufthansa.
Yeah, Mach 1, yeah, I could confidently do a flight with Mark in the sim, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good, actually. Like, I think that'd switch it up a bit, you and Mark, but I think it'd be a bit more professional than than Fezzer and Mark.
Yeah, Fez would get upset that he's getting left out of yet another thing.
Yeah. When is the task fair? It's on the 22nd and 23rd of July, which is Saturday, Sunday, and we're only there on the Saturday, 22nd of July.
And Niall saying, myself and a mate are regular spotters in Dublin. And you look at Airliners Live have inspired us to head over to Manchester next Saturday to go to the RVP for the day. So looking forward to it. Nice one, Niall. Hope you have a great day, mate.
Yeah, Manchester's awesome for spotting. I know Dublin is as well, to be fair. And the connections between the two in terms of aviation are huge. And it's actually the busiest route here at Manchester is Man to Dublin.
Oh, God. I thought... It's one of them days. I thought your main cam had frozen then, because it looked like a bird in the screen had like stayed perfectly still, and I'm like, what? But the engines, like, they look like the engines are like putting a gel on. Reach over, there's just a bit of fluff on my screen. I thought it was a bird.
Here we go, Emirates 777.
And lead Avies, cheers for gifting an Airliners Live membership. That's gone to Charlie. Thank you very much, dude.
The morning service from Dubai. Not only an Airbus A380, but it's just a moment they've raising the service to 57.
More of that, please.
Yes, as much as we love the A380, that probably sounded better.
That was pretty cool. That. I do miss the 777s, I must admit. We used to see a few of them at Manchester, but yeah, we don't see many of them anymore. We did have the Etihad triple out in the new colours just before we went live this morning as well.
Yeah.
Matcam following that out nicely for us as Victoria sends in a £2 donation. Saying received my travel wallet last week. It looks brilliant. Thank you very much, Victoria. Thanks very much for placing an order for that.
Yeah, thank you. They're still in stock, aren't they?
Yes, we've got plenty in stock, yeah.
At the moment. And I guess the lanyards, they're technically out of stock on the website, aren't they?
Yes, lanyards are sold out, and we have reserved 50 for the task fair, guys. So I'm pretty sure they'll all sell at the task fair. If they don't, we'll put whatever's left on the website on the Monday following the task fair. But yes, we have sold out for now, let's say. And Holly Dell, thank you very much for also gifting an Airliners Live membership. That's gone to Lloyda. Thank you very, very much for that. And Charlie, 8 months, of Airliners Live membership, saying, watching from a very hot Tenerife. Certainly couldn't miss the Sunday show. Thank you very much, Charlie. Hope you're having a great holiday, mate.
Bet your Tenerife's hot today.
Nearly as hot as here.
Yeah. It's lovely.
I think you're probably going to be quite a bit cooler than me because it's coming through the glass here.
Yeah.
So I feel like a tomato in a greenhouse at the minute.
Nice and ripe.
EasyJet on the way out to Lisbon, A320. And getting ready to depart down at the end of the runways, the Ryanair 737 MAX, brand new from January 2023. And that's heading out to Santander. Matt still following that 777, Eagle Eye Matt Smith.
Whoa, that's crazy. I think their next departure is waiting on a BizJet to touch down.
Okay.
It looks like it's going to be a Phenom 300.
And John Dunn said, been watching some of the streams from the USA, different airports. They're good, but not a patch on Airliners Live. Do him a favour and show you how it should be done. Great word, lads and lasses. Thank you very much, John. There are a couple that we very, very much enjoy, though, from the US, especially LA flights. They are the guys.
Yes.
They are the boys. But thank you very much for the kind comments, John. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah, LA flights, 10 out of 10. Really enjoy them.
If they sell out at the fair, will they go in stock again? I'm not sure, to be honest. Where I'm at with these lanyards is they've already sold 3 times the amount that I thought they were going to sell already. Do we just cut our losses and run? Like, I don't know if I want to order another 100 in case we sell like 3 of them and then we're just left with 100 more.
We shall see. Is that Phenom 300?
It's in from Farnborough.
Quite a short flight. We certainly will be looking forward to the Farnborough Air Show next year. This year we had the Paris Air Show, of course, the alternate between the two. Not a lot of action at the Paris Air Show, though, was there? Not many groundbreaking announcements. I know we had the usual 777X and obviously the Airbus A321 XLR, which was being shown off. I think next year might be a bit more iconic. I think we might potentially see a new variant of the A220, maybe, next year. We'll see. And a lot of people speculating that Jet2 might make some orders for some new wide bodies as well.
We'll break away from this Phenom to hopefully follow out this Scandinavian on Mac cam that's being pushed back right in front. Very quick turnaround for that.
Ryanair departing as well. I think there's another BizJet on final approach. It's actually another Phenom 300. So those in the chat who are Phenom 300 lovers, you know what I mean?
Check that external mic cable for some.
Seems okay. There's a defo of that.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful shot there on the apron of the Scandinavian. Oh, thought you had it on.
Okay, give me a minute.
What have you been up to this week then, Matty boy?
So again, I've been busy at work this week, mate. Busy in the garden again, getting in the garden again whenever it's been possible with the showers and the suspect weather this week. I haven't been able to get out in there much this week. Finished painting the fencing up and stuff like that. But yeah, bit of an active week. How about you, mate? What have you been up to?
Yeah, similar really. I mean, to be honest, just working mainly, and then I actually tried to give myself a Friday and a Saturday off this week because we usually work on Fridays, even though we're not supposed to. So I thought, you know what, just rest up and get ready for the Sunday show, which is what we've done. So we've got quite a bit done, obviously, yesterday. Just usual household stuff, running to the tip, cleaning stuff. Me and Jen went on a bit of a clean spree the weekend, so we're ripping everything, cleaning everything, all that sort of stuff. And just a bit of a chill, really. Like you say, it's been a bit weird on the old weather, hasn't it?
Yeah, unpredictable.
But no, it's been a good weekend. Been a good one.
What have you got planned for this week? Have you still, like you say, you've still got a few bits to finalise with the task fair and stuff? But what have you got planned for this week? Like?
This week, I have got plans that involve me and a hot tub and a lake. That's my plans for this week. But I'm taking my laptop with me because we've got a lot of work to do. So it's more of the same, really. I think Andy holding down the fort this week.
And I, guys,
Go on, Andy.
big upgrade in the Brownbill household this weekend. A brand new barbecue.
Oh, I saw that.
Oh, with a
Barbecue
smoker,
pie.
big chimney, big grill, loads of charcoal, big flames. Bosh.
The flames come with it. Or you have to purchase
They
them.
do, yes. You have to install them with the old Allen key.
Matt Carter returning for half a year of Airliners Live membership, saying thanks team, great coverage. Cheers, Matt.
Thanks.
Did I hear right, though, that we're supposed to get another heat wave pretty soon? Did I hear that right?
Apparently, hopefully not before the task fair. If they can wait till after the task fair, I'd be very, very happy.
Yeah.
I don't quite fancy a heat wave in the hangar with all that going on. Let me go and have a look upstairs. Wherever you were messing about with was where the issue is, I think.
Yeah, I can point it out. But yeah, folks, there is a very big moment in every man's life when a new barbecue is purchased and assembled. Dakota did help a little bit, though, to be fair, you know. Couldn't have done it without her, to be honest. I built my own, Andy. I'll show you pics of the task fair. John, that sounds epic. Yeah, show me. EasyJet A380 Neo on the roll here at Manchester Airport's 23 right. Look at that, nice and early. And this barbecue, folks, I've never had, like, I'm definitely not a frivolous person. I never buy things for myself. Like, I always end up just getting the cheapest stuff for myself and just getting by. It's always been my attitude as an adult. But this...
Just like me, Andy.
Yeah, this wasn't expensive. Like, it was, what, 70 quid, I think it cost. Brand new. But it's got a thermometer on it. So you can actually, like, close the lid, smoke it out, and it's super hot. Super, super hot. You
Tell
can
you
get
what, mate, they're 70 quid.
It's good, yeah, look at it. Like, it works great. It was on sale, like some kind of half price, I think. Argos. It might still be on sale, guys, so have a look. 70 quid barbecue. And it gets a thumbs up from me. Brown Bill approved. Seal of approval.
How many steaks can you fit on it?
A lot. How many can you smoke at once? So first thing I did, though, guys, was I closed the lid, got it up to 450 degrees Celsius, lobbed a steak on there, seared it to bits, and it came out perfect. It was so good.
Yes. Bit of sauce on there.
On your steak?
Sauce on a steak? What's that for? Well, to be fair, when you smoke...
Oh, a bit of posh sauce.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I thought you meant a bit of Tommy K.
Yeah, a bit of hot sauce.
I know. That would be very weird to do that, wouldn't it, Martin?
It would. I don't do that.
To be fair, though, when you smoke meat on a barbecue properly, like, you don't need sauce because that smoky flavour. We did have minted lamb burgers, though. They were very nice. Anyway, back to planes. We got a Pegasus A321 Neo coming in here with that really, really nice mask design up front.
There's in from Istanbul.
She's very pretty. We're loving the addition of the Pegasus 321 Neos here in Manchester. A lot of these are brand new. This one was only delivered in May 2022.
As that Pegasus vacates the runway. Just have a quick look on MatCam. What's going on there, Matty boy?
So it looks like they might be resurfacing a little bit of like D3 taxiway there, Matty. That's what it looks like anyway.
Yeah,
I don't want to zoom in too close, obviously, but
Roadworks at Manchester.
At least they're doing some.
Yeah. There is a speed limit in place around.
But let's give a
at
quick
least there's
shout out,
not
guys.
one man working, 10 man watching.
That's it, Quick shout out for the RVP. If you're not doing anything today, ladies and gents, get yourselves down to the RVP because there are tons and tons of really nice cars on display. A big get-together, a big car event here, the Yorkshire car event, and they're here at the RVP, ladies and gents, and there are tons of cars all the way around the RVP. There they are. Andy's showing them all off to you now. They go round the side, round the back, behind, everything like that. Some really, really nice cars on display. So if you do want to come down, come and take a look. Come down, come show your support to the RVP, another great event on stage. Excuse me. And some really nice cars here, and I've already picked out a couple of my favourites.
And if you do see McCam Smith's McLaren, get a picture with it.
Yeah, ask him really, really nicely, guys. But I think I've picked two favourites, so I'll see if Brownie can pick them out for you guys. So the first of which is kind of blocked, unfortunately, by people at the moment.
Yeah.
The second of which, Brownie, is you see the red Ford on our left as if you're looking down the runway.
Yep.
Directly behind it to the right, the Lancia there. It seems to be in like a bit of a rally spec, and it looks really nice next to the kind of turquoise on the right hand side of the turquoise one. So that's it, yeah.
Why is it like a Lancia Dedra or something?
Yeah, mate, look at that beauty. That is pretty. 10 out of 10, that, isn't it?
Wow.
Is that?
Mate, that was like...
What? That's vintage.
I guess that's the vintage now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, with some really nice ones, and there's a couple of nice minis, actually. When I was younger, I really wanted a Mini Cooper with the rally lights on the front.
Oh, yeah.
But never got one, and I don't think my mum was too keen because obviously they don't have airbags. So probably not a good first car, but I did really, really want one. But as I've got a bit older, I've kind of lent towards, like, I think people our age kind of go one of two ways. You either go like hypercar, I want like a McLaren or a Lamborghini or something like that. Me, I've gone the complete other way. I want something big, comfy, and with a nice big Jaguar badge on it. That'll do for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, some nice Jags on display here. That's it, Delta Integrale, yeah. Beautiful.
Little Corsa, yeah.
This is it's all on display here at the Runway Visitor Park, so come down, get involved, guys. If you've got nothing on today, they'll be here for at least the next few hours, I would have thought.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. It's good to see the RVP getting back into these kind of events. If anyone remembers last year, they had a fair few. Some of them get quite out there because they have, for example, like the blue lights events with all these sort of emergency vehicles.
Yep.
And also like military vehicle events. So you have like really nice like vintage and well-preserved military vehicles from the eras, you know, like your Jeeps, your HMV, you know, or your
HMV,
HMVs, Humvees,
HMV.
on the CD,
or your CDs, etc., etc.
And the name of the event today is the Yorkshire Supercar Owners Event here at the Runway Visitor Park.
Danny LUFC saying, I want a Bugatti Veyron. Well, you better get saving.
And I know we've spoke a few times, guys, about EasyJet expanding into multiple markets. Well, look what I found yesterday when I went to the shop.
You brought it with you.
Easy bleach. Look at that. Hey, isn't that posh?
That is smart.
Easy, seriously thick bleach. There it is. Did you know that EasyJet fly planes and they also make bleach, guys?
Yeah, clean your toilets as well. I wonder if they use that on board.
Like, imagine. Hello. Oh, no. That's that A320 just asking the Ryanair to get out of the way. Morning, Dad. Hello, hello.
Yeah, the emergency vehicle event is really cool because you do also get the retro, like the vintage, like police cars and things like that as well. I've kind of gone off hypercars a little bit, but I still find them really cool when I see them, you know, especially the McLarens. For some reason, they seem to resonate with me a lot.
Looks like a bit of work being done on the old wing of that Dreamliner. Zoom it out a touch for us, Matty, so I'm not showing too much on there, but I'll show you guys. As we can see there, just a little bit of an inspection or something. It looks like something to do with the light on the end of there, by the looks of it.
Yeah. Yep.
It's a really nice view of apron cam, all the goings on around the apron.
Tina saying, when I was 22, I bought a beautiful white 3-litre Capri, and I'm 68 now, and I wish I kept it. Imagine what it'd be worth now.
That's it.
Well, there's a lot of assets like that where, like, you could buy now, and in 10, 20 years' time, it'll probably be pretty retro and things.
Well, that's especially the thing, like, imagine if you bought yourself a Rolex.
Yeah.
There's so many stories of people, like, in the war and that, buying a Rolex while they're abroad and then keeping hold of it, and now it's just worth crazy money, like you see it on Antiques Roadshow and all that.
Yeah.
Absolutely nuts. Let us know in the chat if you've ever bought anything and you've kept hold of it and it's now worth a little bit of money. Let us know in the chat, guys. Or if you had something that you got rid of that you wish you hadn't.
It's like folks who go up in the loft after years and stuff and just find heirlooms and stuff.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. Yeah, let us know in the chat, guys, if you've ever had anything, and either that, or if you've had something and you were convinced it was worth a load of money and then you've gone to sell it and it's worth 50p. I did that with a collection of... does anyone remember the... what's the author called now? Peter Rabbit.
Beatrix Potter.
Beatrix Potter. So they sold in like a little case with a lid that's got a clasp on it, all the Beatrix Potter books in like little small books like this. And they're all lined up. Kept it for years and years, right? And in perfect condition, in the box, everything. And I thought, oh, that's going to be worth loads. That, you know, when you're younger and you think, oh yeah, like, if I keep that nice, that's going to be... And then I moved in with Jen. Jen had one, exactly the same thing. She had one, it wasn't rare at all. Checking it, they're selling for like 15 quid on eBay.
Oh, no. You do wonder what vintage stuff you've got in your house, though, especially if you've got like a loft or a garage with just like loads of dead old stuff in it, you know, bits and bobs.
Yeah. Beautiful Scandinavian on the rollout. Manchester Airport to Oslo. Paul saying, I bought a Rolex in Gran Canaria, tax-free for €2,300 20 years ago, and I just sold it for 8k last year.
Yo, wow.
That is great, mate. Nice, dude.
Wow.
And Christopher saying, I had a Mark 1 Fiesta Super Sport back in the 2000s and I sold it and I've regretted it ever since.
So with these Rolexes that people buy and sell, or watches in general, would they wear them, or would they just keep them in the box? Like, if they were intending to sell them one day?
I mean, right, so this is the thing, like, I'd be torn, you know, with that sort of thing, because I think when you go in for something like a Rolex, you've got to just literally look at it, go, oh, it's really nice, put it away, keep it flat, keep the papers flat, everything like that, and just wear it on like special occasions, right? But then you'd want to wear it, wouldn't you? You just want to wear it.
It's like when you get nice shoes, isn't it? It's like, you know, just wearing it is going to get worn, but you want to because it's yours and you want to show it off. And but it's crazy though how has it always been a big deal though, buying and selling watches? Because it seems like these days people are holding on to antiques more than ever.
It's getting really, really popular. I mean, so my dad, I paid a bit towards it as well. My dad treated me to a really nice, Jen's going to shout now, I call it a retro vintage watch. Jen says it's not vintage because it's not old enough. Yay or nay, chat, it's 1962 it's from. It's got no battery.
How is that not vintage?
I don't know.
62?
Jen just said it's not. But you got to wind it up, right? It doesn't have a battery in it. You got to wind it up. So every morning I got to wind the thing up, right?
Wow.
Absolutely love it.
Yeah.
And it's an old Omega watch, Seamaster watch. And when I got it, my dad was like, "Are you gonna wear it? Are you gonna you're gonna keep it away? You know, like, and just wear it on special occasions?" And I got it, and I just thought, you know what? It's kind of like a bit of a gift from my dad. Obviously, he put a lot towards it, and I paid some in. And I just thought it'd just be a shame to just leave it in the box and you wear it on a special occasion. So I'll be honest, chat, and this may be a bit of a mistake. I've been wearing it nearly every day. If I know I've got a lot of filming to do, I'm going to be doing things, I won't wear it.
Yeah.
But I've been wearing it pretty much every day. I've got it on today. And I don't know, I just like wearing it. But for me, I think the thing about watches and vintage watches is, I don't know if this is the same for other people, but I like how old it is, knowing that other people have had it and other people have worn it, and then it's been passed on, and now I've got it, and I'll wear it, and then I'll pass it on. You know what I mean? That's what I like about it.
Yeah. So
I think if you don't wear it, it kind of takes a bit of the spark out of it for me, I think.
That's true.
But yeah, it's definitely old. Like I say, you got to wind the thing up, chat. It's got no battery.
That's wild.
I love that. That's one of the things that I love, winding it up.
Yeah. Love winding people up.
60s to me is retro, 20s would be vintage, says Jen.
Really? I mean, the 60s was a long time ago now.
My dad's saying Dad, Pokemon cards, that was in our era. Mate, I had a stack of Pokemon cards, right? About this thick, chat. I used to go into school with one of my sister's hairbands wrapped around them to hold them all in place. But you go out into the thing and everyone goes, "Oh yeah, what Pokemon cards you got? What shinies have you got?"
Yeah.
And now, you've seen how much they're selling for.
Oh yeah, people are still getting into them though. They're still making them, aren't they? Like,
yeah, my dad's saying the rarest one sold for over 6 million. Mate.
Wow. Oh, is that? What's it called? I've heard about
Charizard. Was it one of the Mark 1 Charizards? Because that's the one everyone wanted when I was in school. But yeah, I don't know. It is weird how, like, say, I had literally hundreds and hundreds of Pokemon cards, and if I just kept them, they may have been worth a little bit of money. But to be honest, we used to batter our Pokemon cards, lob them in our bags. I think the ones that are worth a lot of money are the ones where people have kind of kept them flat into one side. Really, Tony? I didn't know that. I thought it would be. I thought it would be kind of expected that an old watch would potentially lose a little bit of time. If you keep that Omega at least another 30 years, for you, the kids and grandkids, it would be worthwhile. But stop wearing it. Do I have to stop wearing it? See, this is the thing, chat. This is where I'm torn. So I do want to keep it in nice condition, but I love wearing it. Weird. What do you do, Brownie?
Again, it just depends, because they're two different values, aren't they? It's like, are you buying it to wear it, or are you buying it as an investment? Like,
that's what I mean. Like, don't get me wrong, guys. It's not Rolex, you know. It's not worth loads and loads of money.
yeah.
It's just a nice old watch, really.
Yeah, because there's a lot of things like that are, you know, like you talk about like premium bonds, you talk about like people investing in things and property and stuff like their investments. But with watches, unless you are a collector who is going to, you know, on purpose try and hold that value and try and keep it pristine and, you know, it can't even get a mark on it, then I don't think there's much point to committing to that. But there is going to be that value anyway, like, as long as you take care of it like you do, and I wouldn't stress about it.
Don't wear a watch when you're diagnosing live circuits, you'll plug yourself. I tell you what, it's Jen's got a a treadmill in the house. She's been doing really well with her exercises, and I made the mistake of coming in the other day, and she was on the treadmill, and I walked past just to give her like a little bit of encouragement. I said, "Oh, you're doing really well, Jen." I went to put my hand on her arm, said, "Oh, you're doing really well," and the zap I got off her, I'm not joking, I got like the biggest static zap off her I've ever got in my life.
Oh my god, shocking behaviour.
Because the last time I come in here and be nice to you. Right now in from Milan, Max 8.
I suppose as well with like stuff like that, Matt, and I suppose it's like, depending on how many times you wear it, will it lose value and stuff like that? You know what I mean?
But again, I didn't buy it for the value. You know what I mean? It's not like, don't get me wrong, guys, it's not worth thousands and thousands of pounds, this watch. It's not like, I'm not walking around with an $8,000 Rolex on the arm, do you know what I mean? It's, Project Nets, I've got all that money away. It's not crazy, guys. Don't think it's that. But I think for me, it is just, I think the value is in enjoying it and wearing it. I think even my dad said a minute ago, just enjoy it and wear it. Like, that's the thing.
More sentimental value than anything else.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
It's a good point, isn't it?
I'll wear it for the task fair, definitely. Definitely.
You'll get a few comments on that then, won't you? Nice watch.
Blind everybody. What was it last time? I said I'd done my eyebrows on her. Someone said,
That was it.
eyebrows.
I think one person said it.
Eyebrows.
There was a Rolex on Dickinson's Real Deal a few months ago. It had all the papers, the receipt in the box, and it was bought just after the war. The price was 45 grand. It's 45 grand.
By the way, this next arrival on radar, now this is familiar because on radar it just says the airframe, it doesn't say the reg or the location, but I'm going to place a bet that it's going to be the Omni Air 767, because we had this last time coming in from Toronto, right? I think, Matt, you knew a bit about this last time, didn't you?
The Omni, I caught the Omni like when it was last in at Manchester, when it was doing like repatriation flights when Thomas Cook went bust. So talking like 2019 when it last seen here at Manchester.
That was a big effort when Thomas Cook went bust. I had to repatriate a lot of passengers from all across the world.
Yeah, we saw all sorts.
Absolutely, yeah.
Even saw the A380 that's now one of the first ones for global airlines.
That's true.
On that to come.
Yeah.
Yes.
Operation Matterhorn, I think it was called. Yep.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh,
That was a bit of a. That might need an inspection off that one.
At least it's taking a lot of momentum out of the aircraft there. It's going to slow down nice and quick.
Got no wheels.
Reverses, making a bit of a scream. This is a 767. No winglets as well. Kind of strange.
Nice catch. Let's turn the volume up, have a listen into these then. Hopefully that tap will hold a minute, Matt.
Yeah, hopefully. He's ready for push though. He's imminent for pushing back.
I went to an auction house and he said he sold a World War II pilot's-owned Omega watch for 90. Now that's stupid. I would not, like, if I had that sort of money, I would not spend it on a watch.
Straight in a box, staying there.
I won't be wearing that one to the Sasra.
Oh, it's American reg. November 37, 8 Alpha X-ray.
Yeah, the on the airs now are commonly known as like treat carriers and stuff like that in the US and stuff. So.
Yeah.
I've seen it a couple of times. It went out the other day, actually. I saw it on radar.
Look at that view. Classic airliner with some classic cars.
Perfect.
Retro, not vintage.
Yeah.
There you go, the speed brakes on the wings there. I noticed Olivia's in the chat as well, and yeah, she worked for Thomas Cook, and I think I'm right in remembering she was working the night of when Thomas Cook announced its end, basically, when it came out and hit the news, and she was telling me about how they didn't even know themselves until they heard it from the kind of mainstream media. I actually think, Olivia, I think it might even be interesting to document like what you went through as like a cabin crew on that particular situation, because you know it was wild how quick it just disappeared.
Literally overnight.
Literally, yeah. It was just one evening, wasn't it? I think there was like...
I mean, they were kind of expecting it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't sure when it was going to happen.
Exactly, yeah. There's a lot of info coming out that they were in trouble.
It's Ryanair in from Pisa. Someone in the chat saying, can we zoom in on the Ford Escorts? We will do, yeah. No worries.
And it does... One thing I always wondered, and maybe I should do a video on this, is like, what are Jet2 doing differently? Because they are doing the same kind of path as Thomas Cook, but different. They've made a few changes, and it's just interesting to compare the two. Of course, I forget his name, but the CEO of Jet2 actually just recently stepped down as well, which is interesting because Jet2, over the last sort of 10 years, have just become a Goliath in UK travel. Like, obviously winner of the best, was a UK travel company this year with Which.com. And there's probably a lot of lessons to be learned from the likes of Thomas Cook. But they seem very strong. Yeah, Carl saying on me covering the Air Canada flights. That's interesting. Why are Air Canada not just sending their own aircraft? Have they just not got the capacity? It's bizarre. It's a shame, though, because here on the channel, for example, we loved Thomas Cook as plane spotters. They had a great variety of planes here at Manchester, and lots of them.
And Matt Healy, thank you very much for the 15 months of Airliners Live support. Saying good morning, guys. Here's to a great show. Another month in the books with you, wonderful lot. Thanks for the kind thoughts from Mum. You're awesome. Thank you very much, Matt. Really appreciate you tuning in every week, dude. Thank you very, very much. And Ian Newt, a brand new Airliners Live VIP. Welcome in, Ian.
Oh, wow. Welcome, Ian.
Cheers. Thanks for supporting the channel. Really appreciate that.
Philip Neeson, that's his name, yeah. The now former CEO of Jet2.
And Tom and Anne gifting 5 Airliners Live memberships to the community. Thank you very, very much, guys. Here's for gifting 5 Airliners Live memberships. Gone to Malcolm Lewis, Peter H, Michael Singh, Stevie B, and Spotter R. Thank you very much, guys. Zooming on those Ford Escorts then, Andy. I think it was Spotter R who was asking for that.
These ones.
That's it.
Very nice. So I seen a message from Joanna in the chat saying, we'd be interested if Jet2 started doing long-haul flights like Florida. This is why I want to delve into it, because surely that was one of the problems that Thomas Cook faced, among others, was maybe just spreading itself too thin with long-haul flights, as well as European, maybe. But they certainly can kind of do long-haul, those Jet 2, but not really. They need a whole new revamp of their aircraft, because even the new generation of the A321 Neos that they've got, what's the range of them? About 3,500 nautical miles, I'd say. Certainly not 4,000. Certainly not comfortable for them to do a flight to the likes of the US transatlantic. You'd actually need the long-range version of the 321 Neo to do that. And then obviously the planes just aren't kitted for long haul. And then obviously to go long haul, that's a big deal. You know, there's a whole different rule book you've got to play by, and you've got like night stops and just a lot of factors to play with. And I don't think the scale's there for Jet 2. They have the 757s, but again, you know, you haven't got like it's not configured for long haul. I think really focusing on keeping price low with Jet 2 and focusing on keeping service high and flights convenient is what they're doing really well. I think they're going to stick to that.
Yeah, if you are enjoying today's show, guys, you give that like button a click. Welcome into the over 2,000 live viewers.
Yeah, welcome, guys. Yeah, great viewing numbers today. Ian saying, didn't Jet 2 try New York flights, but it didn't last long? I believe they did, but what aircraft was that they used? Was it a 330 or a 75? Because I believe both of them could do that flight.
There's the Omni Air just pulling onto a remote stand. And Ryanair on the way in. We do have another heavy departure coming up though, folks. Aer Lingus A380 on the taxi out. There it is on MapCam. Looking absolutely perfect. We'll follow that out for you shortly. We'll get this Ryanair in first. This in from Budapest. Flight of 2.5 hours. Here we have another pushback on the apron. TAP Air Portugal. Embraer on the push.
Nice. Seems to fly quite a few different airframes, TAP.
And that's due out from Lisbon. And the Aer Lingus on the way out is the Orlando flight for today.
They flew the 757 to New York. Yeah, that makes sense. That would be cool. The only thing I'd say about that, though, and I'd love to hear maybe some testimonials from people who have flown on that flight and that route, that aircraft. Jet 2, their seats are not comfy. So even flying to, like, Greece, Turkey, or, you know, the Canary Islands, your bottom's going to get a bit numb. But then when you're flying all the way to New York, what's that, like 7 hours, 8 hours? Yeah. And also no in-flight power, no in-flight entertainment.
Aer Lingus taxiing out in front of the Jet 2 A330. Such an awesome view from up there, Matty boy.
Love it up here, mate. Yeah, get up here with our cameras again, mate.
I know, we do. We keep saying that, don't we?
Keep promising it, keep threatening it, don't we, mate?
Yeah. Maybe we'll maybe we'll nip up on that Sunday, Matt.
Oh, mate.
Maybe.
Tour of the airport.
We'll see. No, he's just going to lose that behind there as the Ryanair pulls onto the runway out for Alicante, taking an intersection.
Nicola saying she flew an American 757 from Manchester to JFK and she thought it was uncomfortable. Really? I thought American Airlines would have had decent seats and things.
And Miss Glamour, thank you very much for gifting an Airliners Live membership. Really appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. Colin, that's gone to Colin Radford. Oh, Colin.
So we got one of our first, I don't think this is the first, but one of the first departures to go out on the south runway. Runway 2, 3 left. Is this Ryanair 737-800 Echo India Delta Yankee Echo heading out to Alicante. You're right about the Jet 2 seats. Hopefully the new Neos will be better. I'm not sure, but it wouldn't surprise me if they use the same interiors or same cabin style with a bit more of a modern touch to it, maybe better lighting and things like that.
Colin Acton, good morning to you. Welcome in. If anyone is watching for the first time today, please feel free to introduce yourself in the chat. We'd love to welcome you into our community here on Airliners Live. We're a big community channel, and we really love seeing you guys tune in week after week. So thank you very much to everyone who is a new viewer and also a returning viewer as well. And Pauline B, a returning VIP for a full year. Enjoy that red tail badge, Pauline. 12 months saying Red Tail Day, amazing community to be a part of. Thank you very much, Pauline. It's great to have you with us.
Thank you.
And where's this going? No, that's going to cross at Bravo 1. Hey, nice one, Jack. How are you enjoying it, mate?
Well, saying that though, I flew American Airlines triple back from Dallas in 2021, and that was not comfy either, to be fair. Wasn't impressed with that. It was only economy though.
And Stain Gaming, another returning VIP for a full year. Thank you very, very much. Welcome back, a full year of Airliners Live membership.
Well, the new red tails in the chat.
And look at this, guys. We have had a Dreamliner pushback on the apron as well. Beautiful. And the Singapore 350. That's going to be moved on to a stand, I assume, Matt, that.
I'm thinking they've loaded it on remote, actually, mate.
Have
so
they?
Might see this depart, actually.
Nice. Well, there's the Aer Lingus from a minute.
Not sure, don't quote me.
We'll keep an eye on it. There's a Hawk over Warrington. I believe it's due for a weekend stop in Harden.
Ah. Me and Sam went to Lincoln yesterday for a day out.
Isn't that like near Coningsby?
Yeah, it's about 2 hours away. And we actually seen the Red Arrows doing a bit of practice over Lincolnshire.
No way.
And as we pulled up, Sam said to me, she went, she's quite into like her, is it meteorology you call it? Where like she can identify certain clouds and know formations and what they're going to do. And she went, that's a weird looking cloud. Like, it's such a weird comment as well for her to make. And it turns out it was smoke from an aircraft. And got closer and closer, and it revealed a red heart in the sky.
Oh, no way.
Like, oh, that's the Reds. And obviously you drive kind of past RAF Scampton on the way to Lincoln when you're going from here. And yeah, the Reds were doing like practice, and they were flying in formation. The usual red kind of arrow formation over Lincoln as we've seen them. That's really cool. And as we were just walking around the streets, you could just constantly hear like it's mega, so good. Lovely city.
Definitely a treat to see on a weekend then.
We ended up going to like a radio shop as well, and I bought some props. I sent you a picture, didn't I?
Yeah.
For the office, I bought an old retro or vintage, I don't know.
Listen, don't ask Jim.
Yeah. I think it's probably from like the 50s or 60s. It's an old analog ammeter, which is a electronics instrument designed to measure amps, and it's basically just a wooden box, like dark wood, with a display on it with like an analog needle. So I bought that because I thought it looked quite cool, and that's paired with ex-Navy headset from on board the likes of like aircraft and stuff that they'd picked up as well. So I got them as a bundle, and they're going to go in the office. We're going to retrofit some LED lights into the ammeter, so it kind of like glows up on display.
Yeah, we use all that sort of stuff as like background props in our pre-recorded videos, so that's the main reason we buy them. We like to switch up what we've got in the background every now and again, so we're on the hunt for cheap little knickknacks like that. We'll be looking around the RVP task fair for those as well.
Yeah, let's do that. And dials, like
any old instruments and dials, yeah, stuff like that. That'll look cool. Paul Dunn, thank you very much for returning for Premium Economy membership for 13 months. That's awesome. Thank you very much, Paul. Really appreciate that long-term support. Nick Barton returning for 9 months, business class member, saying a great show as ever, watching in Lincoln. If you had been here the day before, the Saudi Hornets were training with them.
Wow.
There you go. So that would have been absolutely mega.
It's mad how people just live in Lincolnshire. That's almost like a normal thing for them.
Normal, yeah.
Because you've got Coningsby, Scampton, and all
Annika,
that.
thank you very much also for gifting an Airliners Live membership. That's gone to Simon Green. Thank you very much, guys, supporting the show today.
Thank you.
Yeah, I thought Coningsby was a lot further away than that, because I remember when we drove down to that neck of the woods, it was, I'm sure it was about 3.5 hours.
Whoa.
To get where we went.
Yeah, I think it's about 2.5. It was 2.5 to Coningsby for us if we wanted to go, but we decided not to.
Yeah.
Just because when you factor in, like, because we're trying to bathroom train Dakota and she's not fully there, so, you know, stops to, like, the bathroom on the way might be needed. And when you factor all that in, you're talking, like, you know, 6 hours of driving, which, I mean, that's easy, but it's just a waste. You know, it's a lot of time. Aer Lingus A380 blasting off runway 23 left.
Yeah, I thought so, Nick. Yeah, they're based at Waddington now, the Reds.
Oh, are they? Well, that's not
so they,
too far from there, is it?
No,
either?
it's not. No.
Yeah. Which makes sense.
And as the Aer Lingus A330 rotates off 23 left, we can see on MatCam our next heavy departure on the taxi out, the Singapore A350.
Yeah, I was got you excited for the kind of northwest air shows that we have. And one that we usually try and catch some glimpses of is the RIL, because the Reds will be based at Harden usually for that, and the BBMF usually based at Liverpool.
Yes, plans are in the works, guys, for that. Don't panic.
Yeah, so that usually falls near my birthday, because I think it's August bank holiday weekend RIL air show. Yeah, TUI Dreamliner on a taxi out too. A lot of heavy aircraft on the move at the moment. What a time to be tuned into the live show here in this glorious weather in Manchester Airport. And we're streaming, guys, as always, in 4K.
If you're enjoying the stream, if you can give it a like for us, we'd really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And massive thanks to Matt Smith for jumping on Matt Camera for us today for the last time for the next couple of weeks. You're having a...
No problem at all, mate.
You're having withdrawal symptoms, Matt. You have to be able to get up there with your camera. Listen, if I were you, I'd be bringing another tripod with me and setting it up right next to it and, like, clicking and clicking, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This TUI Dreamliner out to Montego Bay. But, yeah, I've been flying the Dreamliner quite a bit in the sim the last couple of days. And really nice add-on.
Great views of runway 2 here, whereas the aircraft climbs out on the departure. Just non-stop heavies.
Wookie, 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 wookie.
We got a Wookiee, have we?
Oh, there it is. Beautiful. We have a Singapore A350-900 as well. Making a left turn.
Yeah, it's an unusual route to get to runway 2.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
We also have pinging up at Terminal 1 is Turkish Airlines A330. Heading back to Istanbul. Good to see a wide body from Turkish again. The Air Portugal is probably going to be next to take off on the other runway.
Tattersall Lakes. I may have looked at them, Terry, you know. I may have looked at them, mate.
Yeah, Coningsby's great.
But the problem is the place that we found there is on like this big resort park thing. And they lock the gates overnight, I've been told. And that is not good for my anxiety.
Wait,
knowing that they lock the gates overnight, I'm like, no, thanks.
How do you get out then?
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I mean. That ain't meant for me, that. Leave that a rest. And Stuart McLeod, thank you very much for gifting an Airliners Live membership. Really appreciate that. Thank you, dude, for supporting the channel and the community today. And Sam Donison, thank you very much for the 6 months of Airlines Live support, half a year. Saying, morning guys, hope you're well. Looking forward to seeing you at the task fair and keep up the great work. Thank you very, very much. And Jenny Watts also gifting an Airliners Live membership. Guys, you've been incredible today. And that's gone to Beptol. Thank you very, very much, Jenny. Looking forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks' time. And thanks again, everyone, for all the gifted memberships. If you do enjoy our content, you want to help cover our costs, rather than sending donation, guys, gift memberships to the community because they help us out. And it also gives back to our awesome community as well by giving them a free membership. You can do that by clicking the dollar symbol, then clicking gifted memberships, just like Amy, staff nurse, has done, gifting a membership to John Kemp. Thank you very much, guys. It's an awesome way to support the community as well, so thank you for helping us out today. And I'm going to leave you on main cam for these next couple of departures. Stand by.
And people in the chat, is it just me, or does this Embraer 195E2 just look unusually long? It just looks a bit odd. Like, I obviously know it's a stretched fuselage to get more capacity on board the smaller airliner, but it just looks strange. Looks almost a little bit too skinny. Lufthansa A321 Neo as well. But I think the tap is now rolling on the runway, so we'll follow that out. This is the not stretched version. Embraer 190. This looks a lot more normal in proportions. The little cute little wingtips as well, painted nicely in the tap colours, which I love. Brazilian-built aircraft, of course. Embraer. And the Lufthansa A319 next to head out. This is going to Munich. Cityline subsidiary. Using a lot of runway for the little Airbus. Not quite the baby bus of the A318, which we do see here at Manchester still sometimes. I mean, they're still operated by Air France. I don't think British Airways still have their service with their A318 that they used to use for kind of a bespoke service that flew from, wasn't it? Liverpool. It's Liverpool. London City, maybe, to New York with a stop at Shannon, I'm going to say. Darren, good morning to you. Hope everyone's well. And hope everyone's staying relatively not sunburned. It's pretty sunny here in the UK. I mean, this is what we call sunny, right? Like
this is a nicer heat than what we have been having.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Because
right?
for the last week or so, it's just been muggy, very humid heat.
Yesterday
today is great.
Yesterday was so humid.
Oh, it's horrible yesterday. Me and Jem were sat there just like, oh, this is disgusting.
Yeah.
You don't know what to do for the best. You don't know whether you open your windows, close your windows.
Yeah.
We had like the dehumidifier on. It's just, not good.
Yeah, we went for a walk yesterday, and there's a few like forest walks you could do around mine, and you're walking like where you're surrounded by trees and overgrowth and whatever, and you can just taste the leaves and stuff because you're that close and it's that humid.
Yeah, it wasn't nice yesterday. Trying to sleep as well, you're just like, like clammy and sticky.
Yeah.
Brimo, thank you very much for tuning in from Australia. Hello. And Jaden, absolute legend, returning for 4 months of Airliners Live support. So happy to be a member. Looking forward to seeing you, mate, in a couple of weeks. And did we thank Darren Taggart?
No.
For 10 months of Premium Economy membership. Cheers, dude. Thank you very, very much. Long-term support. Windows always open, fan on today also, yeah. So Jen bought like a little dehumidifier. We bought it for our bathroom, actually.
All right.
Because unfortunately in our flat, I don't know if anyone else has got this, but our bathroom is not...
no window.
It's no window. It's like an internal bathroom. And no matter how much we try, it gets mouldy really easy in there because there's not very good extraction. So we always have to like make sure when you get out of the shower, there's a heater in there. You got to put this big hot heater on that tries to dry it out, leave the fan running. And then we bought a dehumidifier. And Jen yesterday even had to do the roof because it was starting to get a little bit mouldy. So we got this humidifier, but we started using it when you put clothes out to dry. and you put this dehumidifier underneath it, and they dry out so fast, mate.
Oh, wow.
Literally, you put your clothes on the line, put it underneath, and within like a day, it's just dry. And usually, it'd take like 2 days on the line for them to dry.
Tom in the chat just saying, just turn your AC on if you're hot. Forehead.
Yeah, Tom, we don't have AC in. I don't know where you are in the world, dude, but in the UK, our houses are designed to keep the heat in.
Yeah, we have insulation, double, triple glazed windows, very little insulation, small windows in many cases.
Yeah,
very little ventilation. Sorry,
we're not built for heat. We're built for rain and cold, dude.
Yeah.
Gary Bennett saying, "Morning, lads. Great stream as always." Cheers, Gary. Welcome in.
Yeah. Thank you.
And thanks for all the mods as well. Absolutely smashing it today. A-team, as always. Shaving a shower back soon. Nice one, Phil. As you can tell, I've not been keeping up with my shaving this week. I am due a nice shave all soon.
Is it more of a morning thing or is it an evening thing?
It's usually an evening thing for me.
Yeah.
Once I kind of had my dinner, I just get up, go and have a wander, and then have a quick shave.
Sounds quite therapeutic.
I enjoy it, actually.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it. Like I say, I had the electric shaver for so long, and now like wet shaving is, man, it's so good for your skin as well. Like my face is
the future, man.
Listen, Matty boy, my face like a baby's bum now. Dead smooth, nice skin. Yeah.
I love Ole.
You know what I mean?
See, I was thinking, like, would I suit without a beard anymore?
What do you think, chat? Yay or nay? Shift your area,
Andy. Andy looks dead young when he's got rid of all the beard, all the gruffy beard.
You know what? I don't remember seeing Andy without a beard. I really don't.
Well, the problem was I was quite chubby back then, and like I had like a load of fupa around my cheeks.
So I was a little bit on the walkie then.
And now I've slimmed up a lot, so no cap. It could be a charity stretch goal.
Oh yeah,
shave the beard. Because I feel like if I'm going to do something like that, I might as well try and find a way to help charity in doing it.
Yeah.
But that'd be a big deal.
Yeah, because I don't remember you ever being clean. I don't know if you have been clean shaven.
For a while, yeah. For like at least like 8 years, maybe.
Pete Longworth, good morning to you. Welcome in.
There goes the E2.
Climbing out like a rocket, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of power in them engines. Them geared turbo fan engines.
And then from Dublin, we can hear a noisy ATR 72. Bane of my life. Yeah, I missed it, chat. Anyone on Twitch, has anyone been flying the ATR on MSFS without dying? Ideally. Because it keeps trying to kill me. It is not fun to take off and land at all. It seems to fly okay, but it's mainly whenever there's a bit of a wind, it just can't handle it. It's super aggressive. The wind's like, wing is dipping into the ground and all sorts. DB Basement tuning in from Edinburgh saying the rain overnight has gone now. Nice one, dude. Yeah, we had very heavy rain yesterday. Yeah, as per usual, John says skill issue in the chat. And when he took it off for the first time, he was scraping the wing and the backside of the plane down the runway the whole way.
Yeah. He also says, more patches in Andy's beard than a TUI Dreamliner. Yeah, it's pretty short at the moment. Like, when it is short, you can see the patches, but I tend to keep it short because I think it does look scruffy, easy, my beard. Because with a beard, you've either got to have a long beard. It can't be in between. It's got to look like you're going full send it or short.
Yeah.
You can't have it in between because it just gets, yeah.
Hey, Darren, great to see you, mate. Never had a problem. You have to compensate for a high tail. Like, I've flown the Dash 8 a lot in the sim, and I've never had anything like this with the ATR. I might have to do a little stream and show you guys what's happening, because it could well be a sim problem for me. Oh, nice. A380 Neo just touched on.
I completely missed that. I was focused on the...
Because what's happening is, as soon as I touch down, the wing is just dipping into the floor. It's nearly uncontrollable. Tim Jackson, thank you very much for becoming a brand new Airliners Live VIP. Really appreciate it. And welcome to Adam Cox as well. He's another Airliners Live brand new VIP. Cheers, guys.
We do have a large... Is that another wide body coming in?
When you say you have to compensate for the high tail, what do you mean, Motley? In what way? Because I would love to really enjoy flying it, don't get me wrong. I'm not really bashing the plane, I'm just not getting along with it at the moment.
We have one of the brand new Virgin Atlantic A350 1000s coming in, GV Bob. She's going to be touching down on 23 right in a couple of moments.
Yeah, Colin, you gotta watch out for that. Yeah, the tail strike I'm alright with. It's the wing dips that keep catching me out.
Oh my gosh, that sound. Just have a look at that. There's planes everywhere. Singapore Airlines screaming out there on 23 left. And who do we focus on here? Look at this. I forgot we were at Heathrow Airport.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you can actually see the planes here. Yes. Vacating in front of us as well, the Virgin Atlantic A350.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. This is Wonderland. Unbelievable.
And Soul Rebel, GV Bob. Of course, commemorating Bob Marley.
First time catching care.
That's my favourite.
Vacating here.
That one. Might have to get a model of that one. Oh, add it to the list.
The list gets longer. Coming in from Orlando, Virgin Flight 74. That was just, what a treat.
That was awesome. And the Airbus takeover for the last 5 minutes there. Singapore A350 being followed out by Matt Cam Smith. And then the arrival of the Kuwait 330 Neo and the Virgin Atlantic A350 1000. A nice couple of movements there, guys.
Samuel Taylor Ackroyd, got it right that time, saying unpopular opinion, the A330 is better than the A350 in his opinion.
Well, it's actually performing better than the A350 as well, rumour has it.
Oh, wow.
Well, the A330 Neo, anyway.
Yeah.
Billy Gurley, a brand new Airliners Live VIP. Thank you very, very much. Welcome in. I know, Lee, I've got no more space for any more models.
Need more shelves.
I know. The Ryanair there just touched down from Oslo. And we're keeping an eye on Matt Campbell-Smith for the pushback of the TUI Dreamliner, which certainly looks imminent. Give us a shout, Matt, when that starts shifting.
Will do, mate.
There, G-Rook. The airline is live. Ryanair. Vacating in front of us. And Terry, thank you, mate. Really appreciate that. Gifting an Airliners Live membership. But Ilja Frolov, there you go, brand new Airliners Live VIP. Welcome in. Thank you very, very much, Terry. Do you have any prints of a Virgin A350 that I can buy at the task fair, please? I need one in my life. I will have a look. I am sorting prints when I'm away next week. It's my job.
Happy days.
Yeah, so the tail strike isn't the issue, Reams. I'm not struggling with the tail strike on the ATR. It's the way the wing dips. Whenever there's any sort of breeze, what's happening is I'm coming into land, right? Perfectly stable, flat, beautiful. And the second my wheels touch the ground, depending if the wind's coming from whichever way, the whole plane goes like this. The second the wheels touch the ground, they go like this, and the whole thing dips, and it's nearly uncontrollable. The same thing happens just as I rotate off the runway as well, and it's not a controller thing because every other plane flies absolutely fine. So it's either something I'm doing or a way I've got something set up in the sim, but I've been flying for like 15 years, and this is the first time this sort of thing has happened, and I flew the Dash 8 a hell of a lot as well. So I'm pretty comfortable with prop aircraft, and it's just behaving very, very weird, and it's nearly unflyable for me, and I can't work out what it is that's causing it. So if any one of you guys have had that issue, let me know. I'd love to know how to fix that, because other than that, I really am enjoying the aircraft actually. But I lost you, Matt. Are you battery changing?
No, I'm back. I'm still live here, mate.
Okay, hold on.
G-Rook on the taxi in there. And the aircraft just touched down for Prague. In the background too was another Ryanair. That Turkish Airlines A380 still pinging up. And as Martin said, the TUI Dreamliner should be on the move soon as well.
Only 150 likes away from the 1,000 guys. If you can click that like, we'd really appreciate it.
Awesome. Smash that like button.
I've had that issue and had to enable assisted takeoff and landing to stop it. So it's definitely like a flight model issue then.
It's been out for a fair bit now, hasn't it, the ATR? Like a few months now at this point.
We're not even at the point of braking at that point, Warren. It's literally on wheels down on the rollout. Like waiting to get my nose down. Yeah, what I might do, I might set up a little live stream, maybe on the Kick channel. The search for Airliners Live on Kick. I'll show you guys what's happening, and hopefully someone will be able to help me fix it. Let's see if we can bring this in. Matt Cam's not having a fun time at the moment, but I'll bring you as much as I can of this TUI Dreamliner pushback.
Yep.
Oh, we've lost it. We'll switch back to the EasyJet, which is on approach. That's in from Belfast.
Yeah, the A319, sporty jet, as Captain Mark likes to call them. A lot of power in them engines. I think that's the CF56s. which are more than enough for the smaller frame of the 319. Rolling out on a pretty short flight over from Aldergrove, or Belfast International as it's known as.
I don't think there's enough fuel in it, Seb, at that point for that, dude. It's definitely how it's handling the crosswind. That's the issue. It's a wind sort of issue with the flight model. Almost at 600,000 subscribers on the channel.
Are we?
We are, yeah. Let me open it up and see if we can.
That's insane.
Have a sneaky peek.
Yeah, get some numbers. We got another EasyJet coming in as well. This is from Geneva. Geneva Lever. EasyJet flight 2184. Today 320 this time.
597,143 guys.
What was that again?
597,143.
So potentially this week hit the big six.
Absolutely.
That's going to be great. Still growing pretty quick. I mean, we had this big surge after we hit 100k, which was wild, and it just hasn't really stopped. It's still growing. Could 1 million be possible? I mean, definitely. It just feels like a few weeks ago that we were putting the 100k plaque up in the office.
Yeah, it's gone very quick.
Yeah. Elevating us to what is the biggest live aviation channel in Europe. Maybe the world soon. Who knows?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, a bit of a big flare there. $600k barbecue. Yeah. But before the task fair, I mean, I think that's pretty realistic. But I think the task fair is, or certainly task fair celebrations would be more for a certain somebody anyway.
Jet 273 crossing the active out for Farah.
It's the first Jet 2 we've seen today. I think it is. They certainly have a big rush early morning with Jet 2. Whereas you look at like EasyJet and Ryanair, for example, they really trickle throughout the day.
Sometimes we do see a big rush of 757s as well from Jet 2.
Yeah.
But an aircraft we've not seen in a while, Icelandair 757 is lining itself up on the approach soon.
Yo.
It's not far out for that one.
Amazing.
Cheers, Malcolm. Really appreciate that. Thanks again, Ian, as well.
Oh, the wind's gusting a bit. Nah, there's a breeze. Just a few knots, I guess. Probably less than 10. But it does seem like some of the landings have been a bit questionable today. Not to mention the 767 we seen earlier that kind of plonked it. Flashbacks to when Icelandair flew the 760 for the once in a blue moon, and that didn't go too well. Phil Mercy to the 2-3 right hump. Hopefully the Iceland S75 today will be a little bit smoother. But Fez is saying it's only 4 knots. Wow. Is that it? Feels like more than that.
It probably is if the mark is saying it's the meter for that is slightly sheltered.
Yeah.
So if it says 4, it's usually a bit more.
Yeah, you look at the windsock over there. I mean, it's... where is she? She'll be able to see it. It's nice and bright these days. There you go. It's a fair bit. But nothing. I mean, and it is a bit of a crosswind as well. So no doubt they'll feel that on the planes, but, you know, we've had way, way worse. I remember when it was our 100k stream, when we hit the 100k, and that was a proper windy day as well. Sort of around February, April, here in the UK, northwest, it gets super windy a lot of days. And gusting 30, 40 knots is actually not rare at all that time of year. Which is, that's when you're getting the proper like inputs getting put in, and you can see the planes wobbling left and right. Anyone else notice as well, the windsocks here on the airfield have been changed? Whoa, crazy, right? They are now like an orangey, more orange. The saturation's been turned up in Lightroom. And I have visual of the Iceland Air 757. Wigsy saying good morning. It's a cold and wet evening here in southwestern Australia. We've swapped weather, dude, it sounds like. Wouldn't say it was massively warm here. It's about 20 degrees Celsius, but it's pleasant. It's nice. Life begins at 40. Good morning to you. Here we go, 757, nice big flaring winglets on the Boeing airliner coming in from Reykjavik in Iceland, home of Iceland Air. And this is followed by another long, skinny airliner, not long, but skinny airliner, an Embraer ERJ as well, with Logan Air. This might be a little bit blocked by the TUI Dreamliner as well. Worst planes to block the view, though, at least. Not too bad. And she's going to make the exit in front of us as well. Awesome stuff.
So first of today's shout-out is for a young lad by the name of Heavies, apparently celebrating his 12th birthday today. He's also been given a court race for the present by the looks. So happy birthday, Ted, from everyone here at the Runway Visitor Park. Hope you enjoy yourself, and hope you enjoy the rest of the day, and thanks to Chris for taking care of you.
And having a good look at all the cars in the RVP.
That is glorious. The wing lights on as well. See a little light there. That's not very common to see that on airliners. The reason for that is, we believe, is that it's a standard procedure for Icelandair to have them on. I think having the wing lights on allows you to see, especially in dark, the icing on the wings for the pilots. So obviously in Iceland, I think it's just good, practice to do that every single time. So it's not forgotten about. For those just joining us, welcome to Airliners Live. We're streaming here at Manchester Airport, here on the Super Sunday show on the 9th of July, 2023. Local time is 11:58. We're here at the Runway Visitor Park, Manchester Airport, which is a fantastic. Look at this. The atmosphere is great here. The sun's out. The mound is super busy. The vibe is awesome, and the planes are loud.
Mr. Logan just vacated from Inverness.
If you are enjoying the show today, don't forget to hit that like button. Helps us out massively. And if we could hit 1,000 likes during today's show, that would be nice. There is a big car meet-up happening here at the Runway Visitor Park today as well, so it's a little bit busier than usual, but still loads of space and a good atmosphere as well. So not only have you got the 5 static aircraft you can come and visit here, you've got the Nimrod, the Trident, DC-10, the RJ, and the, of course, British Airways flagship Concorde.
Of DMG as well.
Oh, yeah.
And this Ryanair on the south side out to Budapest.
Okay, I could sort that. I'll send a message real quick.
Okay.
Make sure that there is no wildlife about, there's no what we call following debris on the runway.
And we're only 15 likes away from 1,000 likes, everybody. You can click that like button if you are enjoying today's stream. And Rocket Wolf returning for 11 months of Airliners Live support, saying good day, mates. Hope you're all well. Very well, dude. Thank you. Hope you're well as well. Thanks for tuning in today.
Yeah, a lot of heavy aircraft moving. We've got the Turkish Airlines A380 also on the way out too. We got this Buzz 737-800 on the runway heading back to Budapest. There you go, Ryanair taking to the skies there. We should see this Turkish A330 in a moment too. It's on the taxi out, looks like, travelling at about a ground speed of 7 knots according to radar.
That's being followed out by a Virgin Atlantic A330 as well. GV UFO. It's out to Atlanta. And pinging up as well is the Hainan A330 as well. We may see that making an appearance shortly as well. Declan, no, that's on the Dash 10. So we won't see that until we see one of those at Manchester, unfortunately. Gabe, we're tuning in from Budapest. Welcome to you.
Hey.
And there it is. The Turkish Airlines A330, 8 years old, that aircraft, heading out to Istanbul. Certainly shows the popularity of the Turkish routes there from Manchester. We're seeing plenty of companies operating Turkish flights these days, and Turkish Airlines operating multiple daily flights with now even bigger aircraft than usual. And just in your screen there is the A380 on the base leg. You'll see it make a left-hand turn shortly as it intercepts a localizer for 2-3 rights.
I love this view. I love these days where it's so clear that you can just see them all the way up the approach.
It'll usually intercept at about 3,500 feet, depending on where it is on the localizer. But you can see gears coming down already on the 380, more than likely just to aid in slowing the aircraft down. Usually you wouldn't extend the gear that early.
That is early, isn't it? Usually you're established on the ILS before you do that.
Yeah, probably just to help them lose a little bit of speed.
Yeah.
Obviously extending the gears adds drag, and that allows you to slow down a bit so you can lower more flaps. There are stages of flaps on all aircraft that have a speed restriction, so you can't put them out until you pass a certain speed.
We'll probably have at least one of these wide bodies take off before the King arrives. Wheels down on 2-3 right.
Both the TUI and the Turkish have got across. I think they'll hold the Virgin Atlantic for the landing traffic, which is an EasyJet in from La Rochelle. And that's following the Emirates A380 in.
A lot of big aircraft moving here, so stick around, folks.
And Paul Davies, welcome back for 29 months, saying, hello lads, hope you're well, quick half hour before work. Thank you, mate. Hope you're doing well, dude.
Cheers, Paul.
Cheers for supporting the channel as well.
It's mad how Paul was seeing Owen Flemmo in his workplace, should I say, when he was coming up to see when Flemmo was on the show on Wednesday. Big shout out to Owen for making an appearance and also donating one of his 757 prints for a giveaway here on the channel. Go ahead, Martin. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I should have said. So I heard the howl from the Virgin A330 as the engine spooled up for taxi. But we got the TUI Dreamliner making a roll. Right, let's watch the King of the Skies now then, shall we? And get them King emotes in the chat. Emirates A380-800. The only ever Airbus Super Jumbo to be produced, the only variant of it too. It's not like the 747 where you've got a lot of different variations. 100, 200, 400, you've got the freighters as well, and the 8 intercontinental designs are well. But yeah, Airbus just had the one. They're pretty late to the party though, in the early noughties, getting the A380 flying. And wasn't a production run that lasted that long in general. Could we see another A380 in our lifetime? Well, Airliners Lounge answered that question. There we go, the Emirates. Flight 17 touching down here on 23 right at Manchester Airport. Samuel in the chat asking why they have the Dash 800 specifically. Well, I think that's kind of the newer generation of Airbus aircraft when it comes to their larger fleet. Look at the, well, I don't know specifically about the 800 series, but obviously with the A350 and the A330 Neos, they fall under the category of 800, 900 and 1000 series. It's like their, I guess, their plus size, their bigger variants. And I believe the 800 series of the A380 was actually going to be the smallest. And the size of the wings, tail and the engines, of course, could have the possibility of fulfilling a larger variant, a longer fuselage, for example. So that never came to fruition, but it's an exciting prospect for a 900 or even a 1000 series. As we did mention in the Airliners Lounge video, it is alleged that the Harden-based Airbus Broughton plant still houses a lot of the tooling that can create the wings and engines of the A380, 800. And does that mean that we could see a longer variant and maybe a return? Well, who knows? You have to watch the video to hear our thoughts on that. Rather, not the engines, by the way, made there. The wings are made there were made there at Airbus Broughton. Back in the day, they were so big they wouldn't fit in the Airbus super transporters, the Belugas, so they used to get shipped by sea on a special raft designed for the wings. Yeah, they were going to design an A380 freighter as well, but it's just not designed to be a freighter. You compare it to the 747, which is inherently an excellent freighter from the get-go with its whole nose cargo door contraption. Whereas A380 has nothing like that. And no capability to do that either. Virgin Atlantic blasting off there, but we are going to keep our eyes on the King, who is, I don't know why they're not moving.
Yeah, there's nothing on approach. We've got a Pegasus that's just on the ILS over Hyde, but starting to move now. Maybe just wanted a quick look at the cars at the RVP. There's a nice zoom out with the cars. We'll grab a screenshot of that and send it through to...
That is epic. What a view. A spectacular aircraft.
And Dylan Richards becoming a brand new VIP as the A380 taxis past us here at the RVP. Thank you very much, dude, for supporting the channel. Welcome into the VIP club. Oh really, Phil? Yeah, that is a bit of a nice catch for Heathrow, albeit under not very nice circumstances.
Is that Lofty that was in yesterday? Yeah, that was crazy.
Kia Williams tuning in from the United States. Welcome to you.
Emirates occupying his stand over at Terminal 1. I don't know if it's in effect yet, but I believe Etihad are moving from Terminal 2 to Terminal 1 as well. That might have already taken effect. I can't quite remember the exact date. Which kind of shocked me a little bit, because here at Manchester Airport, T2 is much more modern, much more prestigious. And I was under the impression that the only kind of real reason why Emirates use it is because they can facilitate the A380 only at Terminal 1 at the moment with jet bridges. There are future plans, and it's currently in construction, the new pier at Terminal 2 at Manchester Airport, which is going to be open in the next sort of few years, and that's going to have A380 capability. And obviously I think that's going to mean that Emirates are going to start using Terminal 2 instead of 1. But I believe they're also going to be closing Terminal 1 and potentially 3 as well in the next couple of years for a likewise big renovation, modernisation, because the two Terminal, what is it, 1 and 3 are so dated. They are so lacking in capacity and kind of modern aesthetics and all that.
Hey Paul, thank you very much for gifting an Airliners Live membership, dude. Really appreciate that. Thank you, mate. There's another Turkish aircraft vacating from Antalya, A320 Neo.
crazy how much variety we get on the Super Sunday show at Manchester. We've even got the Hainan A380 on the taxi out now.
What? Laurie just gifted 10.
Oh!
Airliners Live memberships. Guys, let's get some Megabon gifty emotes in the chat.
Thank you, Laurie.
Laurie gifting 10 Airliners Live memberships to the community. Thank you very, very much for that. Supporting the stream today. It's very generous of you. Thank you very, very much. If you just received one of those gifted memberships, guys, thank you in the chat from moderator, long-term friend of the channel, Laurie M.
Thank you, Laurie. That's really kind of you. Certainly for the likes of you, Laurie, well, obviously the people who can't make the task fair, we'll do a little live stream again before we start to get you guys in on what's going on, and maybe even an early preview as to Project Net, as that will be unveiled at the task fair.
And yes, for those asking, we have wrapped up Matt Cam today, unfortunately, just due to network instability. So he's on his way over to the RVP. Hopefully we'll get him on towards the end of the show. But we caught all the major movements.
Yeah, it was great.
We are waiting on a Vodafone SIM card to come to help top up Matt Cam's connection. That'll be here by the time we do the Super Sunday show again, so hopefully that should help resolve things. And we've swapped that for one of the EE SIMs, so we're not a full EE channel anymore, which is a shame for them. Hopefully it should help fix things as well. And Michelle saying, I'm finally awake for a live stream. Welcome in, Michelle.
Hey. There's the Hainan A330 with its service to Beijing, which only relatively recently got added as another route that we have on Sundays. It's been flying for a lot longer than that, just not on the days that we live stream. Great catch, though. There is a special livery specific to Manchester in Hainan. We love the 330s, but I mean, this livery on a Dreamliner looks really smart. Yeah, Lee Davies loving it. Lots of A330 action at Manchester today. There always has been, like, especially in recent years, a high proportion of A330s and also 757s at Manchester. Rather loud prop aircraft flying overhead. Can't quite see it though.
Finally lined up, ready to go out to Beijing. Only 5 years old, that A330. And Martin, thank you very much for gifting an Airliners Live membership. Cheers, Jude. Hey, yo, it's gone to Enrico as well.
No way.
Champ. I was just, I've got Enrico on WhatsApp now. I was just sending him a picture of the setup on WhatsApp, and there you go, mate. You just bagged yourself a gifted membership. Oh, legend. Hope you're well, dude.
Awesome. Martin's always got you on in the office.
Yeah, I usually have to mute you when you start shouting. You just dropped 7. He's just coming in.
Oh my gosh.
Mate, you're a legend. You coming in and dropping 10 Airliners Live gifted membership. The big Enrico. Guys, this probably isn't many of you. If you love Counter-Strike and you don't like PG streams, go and watch Enrico on Twitch. Links are in the chat. I warn you though, guys, it is not PG in the slightest. So just bear that in mind if you do go ahead. But if you love that sort of thing, if you love a bit of Counter-Strike, go and support our boy Enrico from South Africa. We'll give you a shout out on the Twitch channel as well. Cheers, dude. You didn't have to do that, mate. Thank you very much for dropping 10. You mad lad. And don't forget, guys, Enrico's favourite dinner is baked beans. Make sure you remind him of that every time you go in his chat. He absolutely loves baked beans. He sent me a picture of his cupboard full of baked beans, guys. Look at that Heinen.
Wow.
Really climbing out.
That's nuts. It's going to be a lot of weight on board that, surely. Going all the way to Beijing from Manchester. Another Jet 2 on the taxi out as well. Not many of these today. We have an AirX Charter Embraer Lineage 1000 coming in. Nice big Embraer corporate jet.
Oh yeah, lovely. Yeah, exactly, Stephen. We're seeing Enrico. We're seeing Turkish Airlines. Lots of Turkish flights
Enrico
today.
Airlines.
I'm saying Enrico, I'm just thinking it. There's another one passing right in front of us.
Well, another Enrico Airlines.
Another Enrico. Do we have any South African viewers in the chat, guys? Say hello if we do. That's where Enrico's from. If you are enjoying today's show, if you can smash that like button as well for us, guys, we'd really appreciate that. And Raka on Twitch is from South Africa. Welcome in, dude.
Welcome.
Mentioned before, of course, there is a forecast for late in the afternoon, which is potentially thunderstorms with a bit like this today. Fingers crossed, or from much later on this afternoon, hopefully that
Moscow is from Joburg in the chat. And Sniper Viper from South Africa as well. A few South African viewers in the chat.
That's great. It's a convenient time zone for you guys. What's the weather like over in South Africa now? Because it surely must be like
cold and wet.
Yeah, the middle of winter.
Yeah, so he was saying yesterday on his stream it's about 8 degrees at the moment and a lot of rain.
Yeah.
But mate, I was chatting to you about this. I got distracted and didn't really finish it. But you've got that. Enrico's got like a barbecue, but in his house, built into the wall.
Whoa!
How do you like manage the smoke from that, dude? Like, because surely not all the smoke gets vented out through that chimney there.
Yeah, because when you open it, surely it's just going to go. Whoa!
I thought you had that. So it's basically like imagine like a fireplace but lifted up. So it's like a hole in the wall.
Yeah.
With the grill stuff in it. There's no shutter on it or anything to close it off. And he was on there on his birthday cooking like chicken wings and everything like that.
Nice.
And I said to him, is that like partly outside in like a little open roof thing? He's like, no, it's inside.
Oh. Yeah, that's interesting. I could barely fry a steak without smoking my house out.
I know.
Let alone wheel a barbecue into my kitchen.
Can you show the EasyJet that's off to cause it's going to pick my son up? Yes, we can do, yeah.
Awesome. Hope he has a good flight.
Typical EasyJet fashion. It's holding short, though, for now.
Yeah.
The smoke never goes inside.
Oh. Feel like good ventilation. Oh, no, sorry, I'm just seeing the wrong thing on radar, but yeah, that EasyJet off to Kos there is an A320 Echo Zulu uniform Papa on the reg up, but right now it's not going up because it's holding and waiting for an ATC slot before they can take off.
Bry stream, B-R-A. Am I safe to Google this? Bry. A bry is a South African barbecue, but it's much more than that. The feast lasts for hours. But yeah, I get it's a barbecue. I know it's a barbecue. It's an indoor one though.
There's a lot of things we don't have in the UK that we certainly should. I'm guessing that takes a lot of space though, right? Or is it quite big? Or is it kind of like the size of like a small kind of barbecue unit?
Send us a picture, Enrico, on WhatsApp, and I'll show Andy.
Get it on stream. Here's that Embraer, by the way, the Air X Charter. We love the livery on these.
Listen, man, I don't know, mate.
Oh, Lord, this man.
I don't know. Just making conversation. Aidan, hey, good afternoon. Hope you're doing well, dude. Welcome in. Yeah, this Embraer from Emirates, quite a nice catch. 12 years old. Nice, and from Nice. And Richard Taylor, hello, welcome to you.
Yeah, this is a nice rare catch here at Manchester. Smart looking plane. It's just like an Embraer 190 converted, or sort of BizJet version, I'd say.
Yeah, it is busy today, Mark. There's a car show on today at the RVP, so it's nice and popular.
There is an EasyJet rolling. It's not the one to Kos, though. That one's still waiting. We have a Ryanair touching down from Ibiza. 737-800.
Hold on, I'm getting the lowdown. Right, I've just got the lowdown, and basically they just rely on the chimney. All the smoke goes up the chimney.
Yeah.
I'll send you the video. Henrico's house is boss, mate. He just showed me a little tour of his house. What a cool house he's got. And there you go. All the smoke goes up the chimney. And he's saying it's like quite usual to have a bright room, it's called. And in there, you go in there to like have some food, have a drink. So he's got like drinks on the wall and stuff in there. Nice seating area. And the barbecue, mate, all indoors.
Wow.
That's PogChamp. I'll send you the video for after the stream. As per usual, it is not PG, so I can't play it on. Richard Taylor, thank you for the $1.99, dude. Cheers for supporting the channel today.
My brother went to South Africa a few months ago. It's a long journey to get there, though.
How do you have to go?
What's that?
How do you have to go to get there?
He flew with Qatar, so all the way to Doha. And I think the flight from Doha to South Africa is longer than Manchester to Doha. So it's a long journey.
Wow.
Anyone know if there's plenty of parking spaces at the RVP? Right now, I can see some free spaces. They have the overflow car park they'll use as well, but I can't see that from here. It's quite rare that they'll have issues facilitating everybody.
Well, this is like flights out of Egypt, because that's like North Africa, isn't it?
What, to go to
South Africa?
I guess so, yeah, maybe.
Like Egypt there in like a triple or something.
Yeah. That would make sense.
The chimney draws all the smoke up with the draft. There you go.
Huh.
That's cool, man. That is. I mean, to be honest, why don't we have them in the UK? Because it is never like it rains all the time. Like in the UK, it's a bit of a meme. Like the second the sun comes out, we have a barbecue.
Yes.
And imagine why don't we just have them in the UK? It's just that would make total sense.
Sounds like a space thing to me. Like most people I know only have little kitchens.
Yeah. Holding for quite a while, this, isn't it? Wonder what they're up to.
Not sure. There's been a few planes that have done that.
Egypt are starting their flights next week on the 737-800. Nice.
Yeah, it's going to be good. I genuinely think that will upgrade to a larger aircraft later down the line.
Hopefully, because that's what happened with Kuwait. We had the A320neo.
Yeah.
And now they're very regularly operating in 330s.
Yeah, Air Transat as well. They'll sometimes use the A330. The only problem with... so Kuwait went from the A320neo to the A330-200. With Egypt Air, they're going to go from the 737-800 to the next step up in their airline would be the 330-300.
Nice.
Which is larger, though, so there's a bigger jump in capacity.
So maybe they just increase the flights.
Exactly, yeah.
Brody, thank you very much for gifting an Airliners Live for sending in a £5 donation to the chat saying cheers for a great stream, Martin, Andy and Matt Camp Smith. Thank you very much, Brody.
Cheers, Brody.
Thanks a lot, Pete.
But yeah, it would be epic to see some Egypt Air wide bodies at Manchester.
Yeah. Jets in from Palmer, 737, vacating in front of us in the .com scheme. It's only running until October 26th so far.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Keep an eye on that. I mean, it's probably like a tentative thing, isn't it? They're going to try it, see how it does.
Yeah. I only found out recently that Play Airlines was only seasonal at Liverpool Airport. I thought that was year-round.
They've said it's congestion at the terminal. Ah, right, okay. I wonder who's on board this Embraer. What sort of config it's in?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, it's quite a big plane, so it could be like a sports team or some kind of corporate charter, right? Or like a music
VIP.
Yeah. All the crew seat members on board.
Dylan saying I'll be on the Emirates tonight. Can't wait. Nice, dude. Are you going to Dubai, Dylan, or are you going on to somewhere else from Dubai? Nice, Diane. Yeah, fingers crossed we get that bit of money then. That'd be nice.
That would be a huge capacity, wouldn't it? Imagine all the seats they'd have to fill for a triple. Who knows? I think there's a good potential of wide bodies though in the future with them. There is the Logan Air ERJ on the taxi back out too.
I don't think so, Lee. They're operating the A330 900, aren't they? I think that's the next big thing. I mean, I'm glad they do as well, because obviously we don't see very many of those. Logan Air, Embraer as well, just on the taxi out. GTF, yes. So at the RVP, you just pay for your car parking. There's no sort of entry fee as such to the park. If you come in on public transport, if you walk in, there's no fee to pay. You're just paying for your car park. But obviously on site, they've got the cafe and the shop and the tours around Concorde and everything like that. So it's an awesome place to come and spend a day out. Yeah, Jenny, I've not seen one of those actually today. Sun Express.
Used to be so common to see them. Next arrival, though, is a wide body. Got the Air Transat A330 200 series.
Nice.
With
Dave. Sorry, mate.
Sorry, with a new scheme.
Thank you very much, Dave. Gifting an Airliners Live membership. That's gone to Richard Taylor. Thank you very, very much, dude. Cheers for supporting the channel, guys, with all of your gifted memberships today. It's a great way to support us. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, nice to see Air Transat operating the 330. Mr. Charlie P came to our office last week and picked up a GoPro from us. He's currently flying around Canada and the States, getting plenty of footage. So we'll be getting all that together when he gets back. He's sent us some awesome pictures. And Audrey, thank you very much for gifting an Airliners Live membership. That's gone to Gillian Sankey. Cheers, Audrey. Thanks for that. It's very kind.
Just looking a bit further forward, still got a couple of Middle East arrivals, the first of which will be the Boeing 777-300 of Qatar coming into Doha, slightly ahead of schedule, just passing over East Midlands Airport, descending towards.
Beautiful touchdown.
That was pretty late, though. I think any later and a chance of a go-around there. But it was buttery smooth in the end. No chance of it vacating a Bravo 1.
And usually the aircraft that we make our final arrival of the day, the 777 is just over Derby. It's about 15 minutes out. Keep an eye on that. And Chris, thank you so much, dude. Gifting 5 Airliners Live memberships. That's very kind of you, mate. That's gone to Dylan Corkill, Mark the Wolf, Steve Grant, Neil Davidson, and Jenny, all receiving gifted memberships. Wow. Thank you so much, guys. Really does help the channel a lot.
Yeah, the Embraer has started to move now. Finally. AirX charter.
There is a 757 following the Qatar in, so it'd be rude not to stick around for that, guys.
And there is a Sun Express also around the same time as well.
Yeah.
So we will see one.
For those watching the British Grand Prix this afternoon, let us know who you're going to be cheering for today. Might watch that, actually. I don't usually watch the F1, but I might give it a watch today. And the 757 that will probably wrap today's show up is just passing over Derby. 34 years old. Alpha on the reg.
Open window wave. That was cool.
Must be warm in there.
Yeah. Get the window open.
Mate, that must be cool, that. You know, like, you get, like, guys who drive... When I used to drive a van, you just open the windows, have your arm out the window as you drive in. Imagine doing that with a 330.
Cruise altitude.
Just taxiing in a 330 with your arm out the window.
Yeah. Get a bit of a tan.
You know what I mean?
This TUI aircraft named after a city I really want to visit, Dubrovnik. I know a fair few people who have been there, and it looks so good. I think for anyone who's a Game of Thrones fan as well would love it, because I think a lot of their footage was shot there in the historic city itself. We did give Game of Thrones a watch, and I just couldn't get into it. It was too much. Like my brain is far too active throughout the day to come home and then be active trying to follow a storyline with 50 different characters stabbing each other in the back. But it is a good show. It's just I personally couldn't get into it.
Hey, no worries, Simon. Enjoy the Grand Prix, mate. And looking 20 USA, 13 months of Airliners Live support. Thank you very much, dude.
Yo, thank you.
Long-time supporter of the channel.
A lot of people recently hitting that 1 year mark. Something must have happened about a year ago that boomed the VIP numbers. Stephen saying Dubrovnik is fab. Oh, I really want to go. And that Adriatic Sea as well is like one of the clearest seas in the world, apparently. It's got like a really high rating of cleanliness. And, it's nice and warm, of course. And then you got the city itself, which for someone who's really into like taking photos of architecture and things, it looks like a dream.
EasyJet just vacating in front of us. This one's from Basel, A319, 17 years old, this aircraft. From whiskey on the ledge. Yeah, I don't know a huge amount about the teams in F1, but
Sam's pretty into it.
is she?
Yeah. She kind of knows all the people and the cars.
So I just assumed that that corporate was going to go into signature, but they're holding it out on the taxiway there, which makes me think it may be going onto a stand somewhere.
They're not in a rush. Maybe it's coming empty as well. Maybe they're collecting somebody because...
I doubt they'd make VIPs wait around like that.
Yeah.
Rodrigo tuning in from Brazil. Welcome to you. Great to see you.
Dubrovnik was the King's Landing in Game of Thrones. The rest was filmed mostly in Northern Ireland, was it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's crazy. Northern Ireland is spectacular. It's similar to Scotland, I feel like, just in terms of like landscapes and things. It's crazy when you think of like TV shows like that, though, and how much they have to transport all that gear around the likes of Europe to film. You know, one day they might be in Dubrovnik, and then the next day they're in Northern Ireland, and all the gear they have to take with them. But also, Formula One, like, think how much gear they have to take around the world with them. There's a whole side of logistics about getting them cars on airplanes and flying them around the world, and all the teams and all the
paddock stuff as well.
Yeah, the trucks and all the shops that they bring with them and spare parts. It's astronomical. It's so expensive.
Yeah, it's a huge undertaking. But just the filming side of it, that's kind of where our work was going before Airliners Live kind of popped off and we left. It was going towards sustainable filming and using LED volumes, they were called, which was essentially like huge film studios with massive LED walls in them, and you'd build them, and each panel would be about 1/2 meter by 1/2 meter, and you'd lay them on, you'd lock them in, do the next one, lay it on, and you'd literally build these huge, like 8-10 meter wide, tall LED volumes and super wide, big curved displays, and you'd be able to project you'd be able to put anything onto that, and as you move the camera, it had like sensors on it, so it knew where it was in the room. And as you moved the camera, the perspective of what world you were in moved as well. It was all done in Unreal Engine. And you can make it look so realistic. We did jobs in there where you had like a kitchen, and we filmed a video for some butter in there, like an advert. And as you move, like all the perspective of the kitchen moved and everything. And that's the main aim for that, was to basically try and reduce the travel on these big film shoots and go and get the shots where you literally wouldn't be able to go effectively these days. And the good thing about it, especially if you're doing things outside and stuff, you've got total control over lighting and all that stuff. If you want to do a sunset shot, we did a shot where we had like a balcony on an Italian villa looking out over some mountains, and we wanted a sunset shot, and you could literally just keep bringing it back to sunset over and over again and just filming and just getting it absolutely perfect. It was absolutely incredible. And you'll notice a lot of stuff going that way. They even did a shot on Coronation Street using the studio where I used to work. Great bunch of guys there, actually, really, really clever. And yeah, it was really good fun to be a part of that, I must admit.
Could you drive a Formula One car around it?
Well, we did do a shoot of a BMW going through like a motorway tunnel, and you know as you go through, the lights like flick and go like that, and that was pretty epic.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really good fun actually. Great bunch of lads.
That's
and,
cool.
Yeah, it did really. I don't know. It was a shame really because it all started to pick up just as I was getting ready to leave. But that was really cool. But yeah, they did a shot for Coronation Street and it was basically a shot on top of a car park. And they didn't want to take a big film shoot up to the car park, so they just built the Manchester skyline in Unreal Engine and filmed it in the studio.
Wow,
pretty crazy.
That's crazy. That's not like the future.
That's right, Matt. So yeah, they're using that on. It was one of the main sort of pushes for it was on Mandalorian. So Mandalorian made it big because they basically filmed a huge amount of the Mandalorian in a massive LED volume.
Wow.
So, and if you watch Mandalorian, you'd never know.
So what's like the difference between that versus like just green screen? Is there better lighting and stuff?
So the thing that makes it better than green screen is lighting, essentially. So lighting and perspective for the people in there. So obviously, if you're an actor in a big green screen volume, you've just got to imagine the world you're in, right? And try and. Whereas when it's in a big LED volume like that, you can actually see everything, you can interact with the world, and you can really be immersed in the world because you're literally wrapped around in this world that's moving as you move, basically. And also lighting, so you can basically, a lot of the light is emitted from the wall, and outside of the viewing perspective of the camera, it's all blurred. So you're basically getting like diffused light, which fits perfectly in the world onto the actors. So there's a lot less work to do in post to fix lighting and stuff like that. They also have ceiling volumes that go over the top, which is their only job is literally just to project light down onto all the props and the actors and stuff. It's pretty in-depth. It's pretty cool, though. It was really, really good fun.
This is a plane I've not seen yet. Alpha 7 Bug.
Oh, aye.
The Qatar Airways in that new sort of white scheme they're adopting to their 777s. Alpha 7 Bug. Looks like it's got a 25 years special sticker on there too.
Take care, Melissa. Be you soon. I don't know why I called you Melissa. I've never called you that in my life. See you, Mel.
"25 years of excellence, a real OG, so to say."
Lovely aircraft, that.
That's quite cool. Nice to see a change from the usual Oscar Foxtrot, or what's the other one? Oscar Echo. But again, in that white scheme, which seems to be the new thing for Qatar. We thought it was just a temporary measure when they got the aircraft from Virgin Australia, I think.
Yeah, I really like it. Ryanair next to land, and following that in is the Jet 2 757.
Awesome. So we'll start to wrap around about then, I think. What an awesome show today's been, though. It's just been non-stop cool planes, heavy aircraft, and you guys seem to have really enjoyed it too.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in today, supporting the show. Lots of you guys gifting memberships to the community as well. We really appreciate that. Thank you very, very much.
Our next live stream is tomorrow in the flight sim from 6 p.m. That's John Fezzer. And again, for a couple of weeks more, that'll be here on Airliners Live. But do get subscribed to one of our two new YouTube channels. Simulate by Airliners Live is the first one, which is everything flight sim. And John Fezzer's doing a fantastic job running that. If you're into any kind of flight sim, as an enthusiast, hobbyist, you just play it every now and then, or you're really into it, give it a subscribe. And then also Airliners Lounge, which is the new Airliners Live YouTube channel that focuses on pre-recorded. So it's like what we do here, but not live.
Beautiful shot there, the Qatar 777.
And then the next live show at an airport will be back here at Manchester on Wednesday from 4 p.m. UK time.
Yeah, Joanna, so Qatar are looking to ground their A380s as their A350 orders start to filter through. So it'll be over a period of time. And Hayden, thank you very much for the £2 donation, saying, see you soon, legends. Absolutely, mate. See you at the fair, dude.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Hayden.
If you guys do love your aviation chat, make sure you follow the Departure Lounge podcast YouTube channel. We do an awesome show every week.
Oh yeah, they're
guests.
Yeah, they're in the chat.
It's great to see you guys.
That's great.
Cheers, White Place. And Darylyn, thank you very much. Glad you're enjoying the stream. And Laurie gifting another 5 Airliners Live memberships. Laurie, you don't have to do that.
Whoa!
Thank you so much. Wrapping up today's show with 5 gifted from Laurie. Hey, Departure Lounge got one of those as well.
Hey.
As did Darylyn, Deborah, and Kristen and Jamie Prince, all receiving gifted memberships. Thank you very, very much, guys. It's very kind of you, Laurie. I know you've already gifted 10 today.
And coming in from Reus in Spain, the last arrival of the Super Sunday show here on Airliners Live, we got the Jet2 757. Golf Lima Sierra Alpha Alpha on the reg.
Oh, nice, dude. Yeah, we'll see you at the task fair, mate. Make sure you come over, say hello. Awesome. Gonna be a busy one.
Or is that Tom from the Departure Lounge podcast?
And Amy, staff nurse, thank you very, very much for the $1.99 donation. Very kind of you, that. Thank you, Amy.
Amazing.
Could potentially get a head on here as well.
Get them brakes on.
Come on, lad. Give us a nice way to wrap up this show.
Oh,
no, he's going to go past.
After the whole stream of talking about them and saying we haven't seen any today, it's nice to end on a Jet2 757. In addition to this, the Iceland Air 75 we've seen earlier as well. It was a great treat. Yeah, Laurie, thanks again. I really appreciate that. You've gifted loads of memberships today, and I mean, you know, it really does add up massively. It means a lot on the channel. And,
yeah, thank you very much, guys. Certainly helps us keep improving the channel as well and keeping the content free for everybody. We really appreciate that.
I'm sure I'll be able to thank Laurie in September.
Yeah.
When I deliver her usual annual British foods package. Become a bit of a tradition, that, bringing like baked beans and Cadbury's chocolate and all sorts over. and a Henry Weston's.
Oh, yeah.
Can't forget that. Which I believe US immigration, you can only take 1 litre. So make full use of that.
If you have enjoyed today's show and you've not done so already, if you can give it a like for us, guys, click that like button. We'd really appreciate it. Take care, Phil. Thanks for tuning in, mate. Hey, cheers, Neil. Thank you very much for the purchase as well, mate. Miss Palmer saying best show ever. Thank you very, very much. Glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, big shout out to the moderators as well, doing a 10 out of 10 job as always. Keeping the chat nice and friendly, positive, clean.
Yeah. All the things it should be. Absolutely awesome, awesome show. For you bingo fans, there it is. Final arrival, Sun Express 737. But if you are new into the stream today, you're very well welcome to the community. We hope to see you on our next live show, which will be Wednesday from Manchester Airport. Great to have Henry back in from Canada as well this week just gone. He'll be back live as usual on Thursday. And of course, Mr. John Fezzer will be live bringing you all of the aviation action from the sim tomorrow evening from 6 p.m. So make sure you tune into that. But for myself, Martin down here pressing all the buttons, and Andy upstairs on the camera, and Matt Smith, unfortunately we can't give him a wave, but he did a great job earlier on. Thank you very much for tuning in. We've been Airliners Live. Hope you had a great day today and enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. Take care.
See you.
And Jay returning for 3 months of premium economy just to wrap up the show. Thank you very, very much, Jay. Cheers, dude. Appreciate it. See you guys.
But they're always the same. Say they'll make you a star if you'll just sign your